Well, welcome to the February Lunch and Learn for the affiliates. We are so happy that you are here today and watching this video. This video is really on how to really get the most out of your affiliate benefits. So we've gotten requests from some of the affiliates that they don't exactly know how to access their benefits or they don't know how to take advantage of them. And so we really decided to prepare this video, this webcast, in order to inform you on what's available and so you can get the most out of your experience. So we are going to kick off. I know this looks like a lot to cover, but I'm actually going to be walking through everything for you so you can see it in person. So we're going to be talking about the tools and resources available for affiliates, including the video library, events and networking, on-demand courses, mentorship, the job center, and Soa Explorer, and how to best use those, whether it's in a job search or if you're just looking for people to network with. And then also our educational resources. So that's going to be college programs, exam pathway, the exam registration page, and then a new feature that we added to the affiliate website has been the practice exams. So I am going to bring up the affiliate site so we can get started. Okay, so if you have registered as an affiliate and you have signed into your account, you will be brought to this page, the affiliate membership page. This is kind of your hub for what to look for your benefits. This has all of the benefits that you have. It also contains some links that you probably recognize from your candidate. And that's just to make sure it's an easy one-stop location for you to access everything you need as you're continuing on your pathway. So as you can see at the very top, we have Build Your Career, and that's for anybody who is maybe taking exams and wanting to learn a little bit more about how to get started in their pathway. We then have Explore Your Future, and that's going a little bit further out. So Build Your Career is a little bit more shorter term, Explore Your Future is a little bit longer term, and then Finding Your Path, that's the education components. And that's the thing that's going to be most important to you probably right now as you go along the affiliate pathway. If you're a teacher or if you're a parent, I would recommend taking a look at the Build Your Career content for your students or your kids, and then the Find Your Path content. Those are going to be the most important for you as you talk to your students about what they should expect. So we're going to start at the very top. So we're going to start with the video library. So as you click on it, you are taken to the affiliate playlist. So this is a private playlist that is on YouTube. These are all videos that have been recorded specifically for use with affiliates. And so you can see we've got the Actuary high school event. We've got recording on the tech webcast that we did last month with David Moore talking about ethics and big data. And then you can see the different topics that we have. So finding a job, work-life balance as a career changer. We have some in Spanish. So the perspective of a candidate in Spanish. Being a career changer. So perspectives on being a career changer. What exam should I take first? What to study if you're a college student? And then you can also see archives of other things that we have done in the past for candidates. So this one, I know the title needs to be corrected, but that's about education and the exam pathway. Virtual interviewing, internships, then our partner organizations. So we've done videos for candidates on the offerings through some of our partner organizations like the IABA or International Association of Black Actuaries, Organization of Latino Actuaries, and then Gamma Iota Sigma, which is a US-based fraternal organization for risk management students, and then just Finding Success. So I highly recommend take a look at those in your free time. We try and post new content every single month. So it'll be always at the top, but we always try and post new content at the beginning of the month, around the beginning of the month. We're not going to stay the very first of the month, but we'll say probably in the first week or so. There will be new content every single month for you there. So then events and networking. So this is probably how you found this webcast. As you can see, today is the Lunch and Learn, how to use your benefits. So this will often have a link on how to register or how to log in. We also do monthly meetups. I highly recommend those if you want to meet other people who are interested in the pathway or interested in learning more about it. Each month it's a little bit different. We might have one month might be career changers, the next might be a college student, but we are going to be getting those posted for March, April, and May in the next couple weeks. So you'll see those to start logging in. And those are direct links, so you'll be able to log in. We're also going to be doing an app live stream. That's still under development. So I'm thinking that's going to be at the end of this month. But then we also will be posting any Candidate Connect events. So we host Candidate Connect events with each of our major meetings. So the SOA has 3 major meetings right now: the health meeting, the life meeting, and then annual meeting, which we call Impact. And so the health meeting is in June, and that one is going to be live. It's going to be in Pennsylvania this year. But we're also hosting a virtual component. And so as an affiliate member, you will get a discount on the virtual component. If you are able to be there live, fantastic, but we're not asking you to be there live. I realize travel is hard for a lot of people right now. And so if you want to attend virtually, you'll have a chance to sign up through this portal, which will allow you to sign up at the affiliate rate. The life meeting is in August. And so that one, when registration opens, which will probably be a little bit later this spring, you'll be able to do it then. And then the Impact, or the annual meeting, is in October. And we will be, that's going to be in Orlando. So anybody who's in Florida, feel free to come out to that one. But there'll also be a virtual component to all 3 of those. And then finally, what we try and do is once a year, we try and do a 1-day, more intensive candidate focused event. And so we might kick off in the morning on how to do a job search that meets your resume, or how to do networking or communication skills. And then what we do is breakout sessions in the afternoon run by some of our employer contacts. So you get to actually hear from them. And then we do a reception with freshmen, with employers in the area. And so we're still firming up the details on that, but that's going to be in November. So you've got a little bit of time, but just, well, I'll say October or November. We're still figuring out dates for that. But always check back here for events and networking. We'll try and keep that updated as much as possible so you're aware of what's going on and ways of connecting. Then our on-demand courses, this is through our e-learning system. And so once you're a little bit further down the pathway, when you're close to getting your ASA, or you're determining that you want to get your FSA, you will be using this e-learning system to go through your FAP. But in the meantime, if you want to get some of those soft skills that you need for the office, or for figuring out the pathway, this is where you would go for that. So you can see we've got resume tips, we've got digital transformation. What is big data? Do you need a cover letter? That's a question I get a lot. Do I actually need a cover letter when I'm applying for a job? And so these are really short videos. They're usually less than 5 minutes that talk to you about these different questions that you might have just from a broader, I'm entering the workforce, I have some questions I want answered. This is what's going to help you with that. The other thing that this does is you can also see it. We do have courses in Spanish and French, specifically for those French Canadians that I know that might be watching, but also those in Europe. And then we also have a few things on once you're in the workforce. So presentation skills, leadership fundamentals. So if you're working and you want to start moving up in your career, what type of leadership skills do you need? Or then stoic thinking. So this is about having that grit to complete the exams and to maybe overcome adversity in your career. These are all great videos for that. They don't necessarily have an actuarial perspective, but they are specifically geared towards helping you develop skills that everybody needs to be successful in a career right now. So just keep that in mind, that those are all available for you. And this is also something that gets updated. We try and add a new title every single month. So there'll be a new title in here. So if you think you've seen them all, come back, check it out once a month, and you'll see that there might be something new that you haven't seen before. So those are the top 3. Then the next one, the Explore Your Future, mentorship. So the mentor platform is really, it's intended for you to find a mentor that can help you achieve your goals. And so there's 2 different types of mentors opportunities available. We have mentors that will help you do a short-term very quick 30-minute session where you might have questions about the actuarial profession that you need answered, but you don't want to have a long-term ongoing conversation with somebody. So we have mentors that have selected that they're available for that, and they have shown where on their calendars they're available. And so you can actually schedule a 30-minute meeting with an actuary that's volunteered to have your questions answered. The other opportunity is the longer term, and that's a 3-month conversation. Basically, it's a relationship that you're developing with a mentor that you can then extend out. So you can meet for 3 months about your specific career goals and your thoughts on it and what you need maybe some guidance on. And then at the end of that 3 months, you can continue on, or you can find a new mentor. You can go back into the system and find someone else. So what you do in Mentor Link is you input all of your information, what you're looking for, and the system automatically matches you and gives you matches based on who they think in the system who signed up as a mentor would be the best fit for you. So this is really unique. We do not offer this to our general candidate pool. It's only available for our affiliates right now. So I highly recommend taking advantage of this. We do have a pretty good mentor pool in there who are looking for people to help mentor. So feel free to reach out to them, get something set up, and start getting those questions answered. The Job Center. So this is a little bit further down the pathway of once you've decided to become an actuary. The Job Center will allow you to find jobs in your area based on your qualifications. Most of the jobs listed here are for mid-level actuaries, but they are entry-level and internships occasionally posted on here. The reason why we had this benefit listed, though, is that there is a resume review and it's free. So what you can do is you sign up for an account and you upload your resume, and they will take a look at your resume and suggest ways to tweak it. And then if you would like additional help, you can pay for an additional service to help tweak your resume even more or to help you write your resume. But this is really just a nice way to have your resume reviewed by somebody who's familiar with the job postings that we have to make sure it's matching what our employers are looking for. So it's a great free service. You can do it at any time, and it's just a little bit of polish for that resume to make sure you start standing out. Soa Explorer. So this is one of my favorite tools that we have on SOA. It's fantastic because it is an interactive map that shows you everything that you might want to know about actuaries in your area. So you can see I am based outside of Chicago. I'm in the suburbs, and I'm actually right there underneath that 98 bubble and Schaumburg bubble. This is showing you where we have members located. And so if you are, just gonna pick another place. If you're in, let's say you're in Georgia, in Atlanta, click on the bubbles and you can see where we have actuaries. So you can see all of the actuaries that are listed here. You can see the actuaries here based on where you're located. So the nice thing about this tool is you can find connections locally that might be able to help you. And there, it displays FSAs and ASAs right now. One of the things we're going to be working on is also showing where our affiliates are. So you'll be able to find each other in this map, hopefully in the near future. The other nice thing about this is, in addition to finding members who have all agreed to be in this, by the way, just so you know, all of the members listed here have agreed to be included on this tool. One of the things I recommend for candidates who say they're having a hard time finding somebody to talk to specifically in a field that they're looking for is to look for employers that are near you and then reach out via email to somebody who might be listed and say, hey, I saw you in the Soa Explorer. I would love to pick your brain for 15 minutes on a call or with a coffee. Do you mind? You might not get a response, but we have had candidates that have had success using this tool to find other to find ASAs and FSAs who are willing to talk with them and work with them. We do have the mentor platform, but you might want to have a specific question for somebody who works in the health field or in, at a specific company that you're interested in. You just want to learn a little bit more about that culture. You might be interviewing. And so you could say, I'm going to be interviewing at Milliman. I wonder who I can talk to at Milliman. Well, you can see we have actuaries working at Milliman all over the country. You'd be able to click on the location you're looking at and just say, hey, I've got an interview. Would you mind talking with me about 15 minutes about the culture? And that's a great way of starting to make those connections. The other nice thing about this tool is you can also see universities. So if you're considering going to a school that has an actuarial science degree or pathway, you can see what they would be providing based on the location there. Actuarial clubs. So actuarial clubs are member-based organizations. They're not necessarily sponsored by the SOA or CAS. They might be just members coming together on an interest group or a location, and they meet regularly. And oftentimes you have to be a practicing actuary with an ASA or FSA to join the club. But at times they do have periodic events where they allow the public in. So you could, as a candidate, go attend one of their meetings, listen to the speaker that they have presenting, and start making some of those connections, start networking with those people who are in your area that would allow you to start getting a foothold into the actuaries that are in your town or your city. The other thing that's really nice is jobs. And so you can see this is connected to the SOA job board, but it's also uses other aggregate sites to determine where the jobs are. So you can see I just clicked on New York, and it looks like there is multiple jobs in New York City right now, and you can see it's listed on the side of what they're looking for, which is really nice. So the story I like to tell about this is at a live event pre-COVID, I was talking about this tool, and a woman in the audience decided to go check it out. She was living in a bigger city, but she wanted to move closer to her hometown. And so she looked it up, and there just so happened to be an opening, entry-level opening near her hometown. And so she interviewed for the job that she saw through Soa Explorer, and she got the job. And so she was able to move closer to her hometown. And she was so excited because she would have never seen this job listed anywhere else because it was a small town. It wasn't on Indeed. It wasn't on any of those big aggregate job sites. This was a way of pinpointing where she wanted to work and the jobs that were available to her there. So that was a fantastic use of this tool. So I highly recommend checking out this tool. I think it is kind of a hidden gem that not that many people know about. And so you kind of have an inside edge there. So then the other ones on this pathway, you can see collegiate actuarial programs. As I said, these are all education links, and these are all available if you are a candidate elsewhere, if you're not an affiliate member, but we've just kind of grouped them all together so it's easy for you to find. So you can see universities and colleges with actuarial programs, specifically the UCAPs. So you can see the listing of what we have. And when you click on it, it's really nice. You can see who the contact is, the approved courses that they use to prepare you for exams. All of that kind of stuff is listed here by college. So if you are looking to figure out what kind of college you want to go to, or maybe transferring colleges, I highly recommend checking this out because it is a great resource on potential colleges that might be a good fit for what you're looking for. The exam pathway. So this is one of the things that when I'm at in-person events, I get the most questions on. What are the curriculum changes coming down the pike? And so this is a easy to use, find reference tool that allows you to look and see what the current pathway is right here. So this is where we are as of today. And then what we're going to be showing when we change over. So you can see all of the information there about the new exams and then what the MicroCredentials. So as many of you are aware, we are introducing MicroCredentials, and that's just kind of a way of recognizing your achievement as you move down the exam pathway. So previously, you might get to everything, and then you might get to the PA exam, and for whatever reason, pathway is no longer working for you. And then you've taken all of these exams, and we recognize that that can be kind of frustrating if you can't move forward for whatever reason. Maybe it's family issues, maybe it's a job issue, I'm not sure, but we recognize that that could be a little bit challenging. And so what we want to do is make sure you have something that you can put on your resume to show, yes, I have completed this level of work. I have a micro-credential from the SOA that you can put on your resume, you can put on LinkedIn with the actuarial science foundations. That micro-credential is something you'll keep with you. It never goes away. You don't have to recertify. It'll allow you to continually show employers and future employers that you have gained knowledge in that amount. You've gained that knowledge through your exam pathway. Even if you've had to stop or take a pause, you can show that, yes, you have that amount of qualifications. The other thing that this is associated with, that once you've earned the actuarial science foundations or the data science for actuaries, micro-credentials, you would be then eligible for our professional affiliate level membership. And so the professional affiliates are for those who are working, who have earned those micro-credentials and are looking for a better way of connecting and meeting others who are in the same pathway as they are. And so that's going to be introduced at the end of this month. There is dues associated with it because it's a higher level of engagement and membership with the SOA. There will be a code of conduct associated with that, but there'll also be some additional benefits associated with that. So I'm not going to go into those right now. We'll have another one of these talking about those benefits and the components of the professional affiliate, I'm sure, in the future. But I just wanted to put that out there that it is going to be launching at the end of this month, and it is going to be associated with the micro-credentials. The university earned credit. So this is a new program that was introduced last year, and that's if you attend certain universities that your program requirements with that university may allow you to cover a given exam. And so that's going to be introduced in the coming years. You can see all of the details here. I'm not going to go into it because it's a lot of details, and I'm sure nobody wants me to talk about those details for the next hour. But it is something that you should investigate if you are at one of those colleges that you might be able to waive one of your exams or multiple exams, depending on the college or university. Exam registration. So everybody is very familiar with this. I don't need to click on it. If you want to register for an exam and you are looking, instead of having to dig through various pages, right here, easy for you to access, no problem. I'm going to skip over this one. I'll come back to this in just a second. And then practice exams. So this is another thing that I don't think that many candidates are aware of, but if you want to take a sample exam, you have the access to taking exam P, probability, or exam FM. The other thing that we are going to be including in the near term is links to past exams answers. So you'll be able to see what past exams look like, the type of questions, and the answers that they have. But if you want to take a sample exam, it's right there. It's easy to access. You can see how you're doing as you're entering into the pathway. And then finally, academic advisor benefits. So these are for those teachers who might be listening or watching this. We do have benefits associated with anybody who is an academic advisor. So if you're a teacher, specifically like if you're a college professor and you're interested in taking advantage, we do have benefits associated with that if you want to be taking the exams. So that is just another opportunity for you to, gain a little bit of more knowledge in the actuarial pathway, and then also have some stipends and reimbursements available for you to help you on your exam pathway. So that's all of the benefits that we have in snapshot right now. I know I talked very quickly and I went through those pretty quickly, but I just wanted to go over those so you know that you can take advantage of them. As I had mentioned before, these are very much customized for your journey, but we are always evolving it. We're always trying to update it and keep it fresh and relevant for what you need. So this video actually came out of a conversation we had with some some affiliate members who said, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to click on. And so that's why we decided to do this video. So if you have suggestions for us, if you are looking for additional resources, if there's something specifically that you want, feel free to reach out to us. We have a site, it's affiliate@soa.org. That's our email address. More than welcome to put in your questions there, have your questions answered. There is a live person who looks at that site, at that email box. We are always taking suggestions. We always want to make this as valuable as possible for you so you can get as much as you want out of it. So with that, I am going to stop sharing. And if anybody has any questions, feel free to let me know. I'm more than happy to answer any questions you might have about the affiliate program and direct you where you need to go. So I'll open it up for any questions. Okay, well, if we don't have any questions, again, feel free to reach out. You can reach out to me directly. My email is bgall, so BGALL @soa.org, or feel free to reach out to affiliate@soa.org. And we will be more than happy to connect with you and help lead you to the right place. So thanks so much for taking the time today. And I will be talking to you all soon.